Good morning, dear students. Last class I have given theorem on slope concepts. That is, whenever a line segment joining of 2 points capital A x1 comma y1 and capital B x2 comma y2 at a time, how to find out slope of line segment, about that I have discussed on last class, that is in the previous class. At the same time, I have given condition for perpendicularity of two lines also I have given, and I gave proof for that also, that is the product of slopes of given two lines is equal to -1. About that also I have discussed on the last class. Today I am going to discussing about how to find out angle between the two lines theorem. An acute angle between the two lines with respect to slopes, how we are going to finding about that angle today we will discuss. That is, we are calling that one is theorem 2. Theorem 1 is slope concepts. I have given no last class, that is the if line segment joining of the 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2, then slope of line is given by y2 minus y1 whole dividing by x2 minus x1. Today I will tell you how to find out angle between the two lines. For that, first I will give you proof, and afterwards we are going to solving different types of problems from exercise 10.1. Now let us, we are going to discussing about angle between the two lines theorem. Theorem 2, this is. Theorem 2. To find angle between the two lines, to find angle between the two lines, to find acute angle between the acute angle, to find acute angle between the two lines. That is, tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus m1 into m2. That is. Now let us, we are going to derivation for this proof, or derivation or proof for this. See here, first diagram, y-axis, x-axis, origin here, two lines, AB is one line, here A and B this is, and CD is one line, it is theta 1, and one more is here angle theta, angle between two lines is theta, and here theta 2 is there. Angle between the two lines is first an angle made by the line segment CD along the x-axis in a positive direction, then slope of that line can be considered as m1 is equal to tan theta 1. At the same time, an angle theta 2 made by the line segment AB along the x-axis in a positive direction, then slope of that line segment can be written as m2 is equal to tan theta 2. Like that, we are going to taking slopes of given two lines. Here we are going to finding, or we are going to giving derivation how we are going to finding angle between the two lines with respect to slopes. With respect to slope means must and should consider slopes of given those two lines m1 and m2 of first line and second line respectively. At the same time, have to apply slope concept formula also here. Slope concept formula with respect to angles here we have to apply. Now let us, we are going to writing some words, some statements about this diagram here. Let's theta 1 and theta 2 are the angles made by, or the angles made by the line segments, CD and AB respectively. CD and AB respectively here. Therefore, then we can write m1 is equal to tan theta 1 and m2 is equal to tan theta 2. Where m1 and m2 are the slopes of the given two lines, where m1 and m2 are the slopes of given two lines. Slopes of given two lines CD and AB respectively. CD and AB respectively. And let theta be the angle between the two lines at the point intersection point P here. Let theta be the angle between the two lines. Let theta be the angle between the two lines. Angle between the two lines. Two lines CD and AB here. Now from this diagram we can write external angle is equal to sum of two internal angles. See here, just have taken diagram here. At the same time, the lines AB and CD, they are intersecting at point P. Along with that, have taken theta be the angle between the two lines. At the same time here, theta 1 an angle made by the line segment CD along the x-axis in a positive direction, and theta 2 be an angle made by the line segment AB along the x-axis in a positive direction. At the same, whenever angles are made by those line segments, easily we can write their slopes according to the m is equal to tan theta formula. Based on that formula here, we can write slopes given these two lines is m1 is equal to tan theta 1 and m2 is equal to tan theta 2. At the same time, considered theta be the angle between the two lines. Just now I told sum of two internal angles is equal to external angle of that line segment. That's what we can write here. From the diagram we can write From the diagram we can write from the diagram we can write theta 1 is equal to theta plus theta 2. Sign this side. Theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to theta, or we can write theta is equal to theta, or we can write theta is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2. Based on this step, we are going to giving proof in two cases. One is theta is acute angle, and if you can take the angle this side, this angle is said to be obtuse angle. Obtuse angle can be written as 180 minus theta here. That's what. From this onwards, we are going to giving proof in two cases. Case 1, let theta be an acute angle. Case 2, let theta be an obtuse angle. Like that here, we are going to giving proof in two cases. See here. Case 1, first one is Case 1. Let theta be an acute angle. Let theta be an acute angle. That is, theta is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2. Taking tan on both sides. Taking a tan on both sides. That is, tan theta is equal to tan of theta 1 minus theta 2. It is here we are applying to the allied angle formula of trigonometry functions. That is, here I am going to writing tan of A minus B is equal to formula. Tan of A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B whole dividing by 1 plus tan A into tan B. This formula here we have to apply. It is tan theta is equal to tan theta 1 minus tan theta 2 whole divided by 1 plus tan theta 1 into tan theta 2 here. Tan theta is equal to tan theta 1 means just we consider now here m1 minus tan theta 2 plus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus m1 into m2 here. It is the equation number 1. Because in this, before this part, in that at the side of diagram part, we considered m1 is equal to tan theta 1 and m2 is equal to tan theta 2. That's what, instead of tan theta 1 I substitute m1 and instead of tan theta 2 I substituted m2 here. Next, case 2. Case 2 here. Let theta be an obtuse angle. Let theta be an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. Instead of theta, we are going taking 180 minus theta here. 180 minus theta is equal to theta 1 minus theta 2 here. Now taking tan on both sides. Taking tan on both sides. Taking tan on both sides. That is tan of 180 minus theta. Tan of 180 minus theta is equal to tan of theta 1 minus theta 2 here. Next, here also we have to apply allied angle formula here. Tan of 180 minus theta here. According to trigonometric rules, in case of 180, trigonometric functions are not changing. What are the functions? Those functions only will come here. At the same time, tan of 180 minus theta can be written as tan theta. Tan theta. At the same time, 180 minus lies in second quadrant. In case of second quadrant, tan is always negative. That's why the coming function also becomes negative here. Is equal to, we have to apply the compound angle formula for tan function formula we have to apply here. Tan of a minus b is tan theta 1 minus tan theta 2 whole dividing by 1 plus tan theta 1 into tan theta 2 here minus tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus m1 into m2. Multiply minus on both sides, tan theta is equal to minus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus m1 into m2. At the same time, you represent this equation number 2. From equation 1, we have plus. It is a plus, no? From equation 2, we have minus. We have to make them those two as positive. Because acute angle means we must and should take a positive only here. That's why from equation 1 we have plus and from equation 2 we have minus. We have to make them those two plus means just we are keeping under modulus. That's what from 1 and 2 we can write. From 1 and 2 we can write. From 1 and 2 we can write an acute angle between the lines, an acute angle between the lines is given by tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus m1 into m2. This is the formula to find angle between the two lines. Before this part, I have given diagram. About the diagram, I have given some theoretical parts at the same time, and what are the tan theta 1 and tan theta 2. At the same time, what are the slopes of those lines. About those each and everything I have told before this, I have given in that parts. And after that part, we distributed this proof of this theorem into two parts, case 1 and case 2. Case 1 is let theta be an acute angle. Case 2 is let theta be an obtuse angle. Like that, in two cases we have given and we have taken theoretical part and proof of this theorem in two parts, case 1 and case 2. In case 1 we got plus, and in case 2 we got minus. But we have to make them those two as positive here. Have to make them both those two as positive means we are keeping under modulus. That's what finally I have written here. From 1 and 2 we can write an acute angle between the lines. An acute angle between the lines is given by tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus m1 into m2. This formula we are going to applying angle between the two lines with respect to slopes. Whenever if we can knew about the slopes of given two lines, at the time only we have to apply this formula. Under this formula we can give some important points under the notes. About those now we discuss. Notes. For this, already we have this formula now. Tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus m1 into m2. This formula. First point is, if m1 is equal to m2, if m1 is equal to m2, then angle between the two lines, then theta is equal to 0 degree. In this case, lines are said to be parallel lines or coincident lines. See here, if you can take equal parts, m1 is equal to m1, then 0 by some finite value of 0. Tan theta is equal to 0 degree. Then we have to compare that. If we can compare, 0 is the degree of which degree of 0 is the value of which degree of tan function. About that also we'll discuss now. Say here, tan theta is equal to here modulus of m1 minus m1. I am taking same slopes here according to in that formula. 1 plus m1 into m1 here. Then tan theta is equal to m1 minus m1 0. 0 by 1 plus m1 square. That is tan theta is equal to 0 by some finite value with 0. Then we have to compare the tan theta is equal to 0 means 0 is the value for which degree of tan function here. Generally 0 is the value of tan 0 degree. And tan gets cancelled, then theta is equal to 0 degree here. In this case, lines are said to be parallel lines or coincident lines. If lines like this, then angle between them is 0. Lines like this also, one line is included another line, 0 or 180 will come. In both cases, value is 0 only here. See here, in this case, lines are said to be, in this case, lines are said to be, parallel lines or coincident lines. Parallel lines or coincident lines. Parallel lines or coincident lines. Next, case 2 here. Case 2. case 2. Let us now we'll discuss about case 2 here. If m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, then definitely theta is equal to 90 degree. In this case only, tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus of minus 1. Tan theta is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 1 plus into minus 1 minus 1 is equal to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole dividing by 0. Some finite value by 0 means here undefined. Undefined can be written as infinity symbol like this. Now we are going to comparing infinity is the value for which degree of tan function. About that now we'll discuss. Here tan theta is equal to infinity is the value for tan 90 degree. 90 degree. Now tan gets cancelled, then we can write here theta is equal to 90 degree. Theta is equal to here 90 degree. In this case, lines are always perpendicular to each other. Now we can write in this case, lines are said to be perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines like that. When slopes are equal means we are calling those lines are parallel lines or coincident lines. The product of slopes equal to minus 1. In this case, lines are said to be perpendicular lines, and both those two are perpendicular to each other. Like that, we are giving some important points under the note of angle between the two lines. Before this, I gave a proof of angle between the two lines. Now let us, we are going to some different types of problems on slopes concept, at the same time angle between the two lines also. Let us now, we are starting those problems from exercise 10.1. Even we will solve some problems on area of triangle also. About those now we'll discuss. Exercise 10.1. 10.1 exercise. First question is draw the quadrilateral in the Cartesian plane, whose vertices are minus 4, 5, 0, 7, 0, 7, 5, minus 5, 5, minus 5, and minus 4, minus 2, minus 4, minus 2. Also find its area. They are asking two questions here. Also find its area. They are asking here two questions. One is, we must draw the quadrilateral in a Cartesian plane. At the same time, with the help of that, we are going to finding its area also here. Say, we are going to giving solution for first question. Solution for this question is y-axis. Next one is the x-axis. Approximately we are going to writing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. 8. Here also minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8 like this. Down also here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8 like that here. First one is approximately minus 4, 5. Here it will come. It is A minus 4, 5 this is. Second one is B here. B is here 0, 7 here, because first quantity 0 means it is lies on x-axis. Next one is 5, minus 5. Here it will come. C 5, minus 5 here. Last one is minus 4, minus 2 here. Here it will come. Here minus 4, minus 2 here. D. It is the minus 4, minus 2 here. Just to join all these points. Here it comes. Next, join all these points also. Here it is. It is the ABCD quadrilateral. And join here one diagonal just to divide this into two equal parts. It's diagonal AC. That's what here triangle ABC and triangle ADC. Separately we are going to finding its area. First question is over. The solution for first question is over. Just they are asking only diagram. That's why we finished diagram for first question. But in second question, they are asking also find its area. It is the first question. Now we are going to discussing about the second question. Area of quadrilateral ABCD. Area of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC. Like that, here we have to find out two triangles here, ADC here, ABC and ADC. Just to consider delta is equal to delta becomes delta, we must and should consider delta here, area of quadrilateral. Area of triangle ABC, for that you consider delta 1. Area of triangle ADC, for this we consider delta 2. Like that, delta 1 plus delta 2 here. Now let us, we are going to find the first delta 1 here. Delta 1 half into modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. Like that, we have a formula to find area of triangle. Now in this case, area of triangle ABC, now delta 1 is belonging to triangle ABC now, where A is minus 4 comma 5. A is equal to here minus 4 comma 5. Just to consider them as x1 comma y1. And B is 0 comma 7. You considered x2 comma y2. C is 5 comma minus 5. You considered x2 comma y2 here. Substitute all the values here. Delta 1 is equal to half into modulus of minus 4 into y2 minus y3, 7 minus of minus plus 5, 12, plus x2 into 0 into y3 minus y1, minus 5 minus 5, x3 this is. x1 into y2 minus y3, 7 minus of minus plus 3 here. 0 into x2 into y3 minus y1, minus 5 minus 5, minus 10. Plus x3, 5 into y1 minus y2, 5 minus 7, minus 2 here. Delta 1 is equal to here half into modulus of minus 48, 0 plus 0 minus 10 here is equal to half into modulus of minus 58. On gets cancellations here, 29. It is under modulus now. We are going to taking it as positively. That's what delta 1 is equal to 29 square units. 29 square units here. Number 1. Now one more, delta 2 is there. Let us, we are going to finding a value for delta 2 also. Delta 2 value is delta 2 half into modulus of x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1. Same formula I have to apply here also. Plus x3 into y1 minus y2 here. Here A is ADC. A is equal to here minus 4 comma 5. D is equal to here. D is equal to here minus 4 comma minus 2. Minus 4 comma minus 2. and last one C is equal to here 5 comma minus 5 here. So delta 2 is equal to here half into modulus of, it is x1 y1, just to consider them, it is x1 comma y1, and first we consider them as x1 y1 x2 y2 like that, x1 comma y1 x2 comma y2 x3 comma y3. That is delta 2 is equal to here, delta 2 is equal to x1 half into modulus of x1 minus 4 into y2 minus y3 minus 2 minus of minus plus 5 3 plus x2 minus 4 into y3 minus y1 minus 5 minus 10 plus x3 plus 5 into y1 minus y2 5 minus of minus 5 plus 2 7. This delta 2 is equal to half into modulus of minus 12 minus into minus plus 40 plus 5 sevens are 35. Delta 2 is equal to half into modulus of 75. 75 minus 12, 63 by 2. 63 is equal to 63 by 2 square units. 75, if you can add this 12, 75 square units. Add this. At the same time, we considered equation number 2. This is. Add 1 and 2. You will get a required area of quadrilateral ABCD here. Consider delta is equal to, delta 1 plus delta 2. Delta is equal, delta 1 is 29 plus delta 2 is equal to 63 by 2. LCM is 2, taking cross multiplication, 58 plus 63. Delta 2 is equal to 11. That is the answer is how much will come here? 8 plus 3, 11. Otherwise you can send to this side 60. 60 plus 60, 120. 121 by 2 square units. It is the required answer for this question. Yes, question. Like that we are finding area of quadrilateral like this. It is the first question in the exercise 10.1. That's why today I have finished angle between the two lines theorem. At the same time I started the problems from exercise 10.1 also. Next class onwards, we will solve some different types of problems on exercise 10.1. Thank you very much.